All right, this is muscular systems, big leg musculature, anterior side of the leg, and this is the posterior side of the leg. Anterior side, posterior side. We're going to start with the Gluteus Maximus muscle. That's at the top here. Go up the pinky side, Gluteus Maximus muscle. That's just right on the side of your hip. This is the Gluteus Maximus muscle, number 11. The Gluteus Maximus muscle, up the femur. Gluteus Maximus muscle, Gluteus Maximus muscle, Gluteus Maximus muscle. And we got the Gluteus Medius muscle, number 12. The Gluteus Medius muscle is underneath the Gluteus Maximus muscle. There's I can explain it. There's a white tendon, and then it's like basically just the Gluteus Medius muscle, the Gluteus Medius muscle, the Gluteus Medius muscle. This is the Gluteus Medius muscle. Piriformis muscle, number 13, right here. Piriformis muscle. This is the piriformis muscle. This is the piriformis muscle. Piriformis muscle. Piriformis muscle. Superior gemellus muscle, number 14. Superior gemellus muscle. And superior gemellus muscle, superior gemellus muscle, superior gemellus muscle, superior gemellus muscle. Number 17, Quadratus femoris muscle. The Quadratus femoris muscle is also underneath the Gluteus Maximus muscle. The Quadratus femoris muscle is right by that yellow thing with the, and then there's a tendon and then some kind of white thing with a vein that runs through it. The Quadratus femoris muscle is located right there. It's a Quadratus femoris muscle. Quadratus femoris muscle. Quadratus femoris muscle. Quadratus femoris muscle. So it's right on the femur. Quadratus femoris muscle. Tensor fasciae latae muscle, number 18. Okay. Tensor fasciae latae muscle is on the anterior side of the leg. You just kind of go up from your little toe, be on that front side there. Number 18. So that's what it looks like. And that right there is where it's at, right there. So on the side of the leg, left side of the leg, left pinky. This is the left leg. This is called the tensor fasciae latae muscle, tensor fasciae latae muscle, tensor fasciae latae muscle, tensor fasciae latae muscle. Then we got Iliotibial Tract. Iliotibial Tract. Left side of the left leg. On the femur, just kind of goes from the knee up on that side there. The Iliotibial Tract. This is the Iliotibial Tract. The Iliotibial Tract, Iliotibial Tract, Iliotibial Iliotibial Tract. Iliotibial Tract. Then we got the rectus femoris muscle, number 20. Go up the front of your leg, the anterior side, up the femur. You're just feeling along the up of that femur, and you're gonna feel the rectus femoris muscle. This is the rectus femoris muscle. The rectus femoris muscle. Rectus femoris muscle. Rectus femoris muscle. Rectus femoris muscle. Then we got the vastus lateral muscle, number 21. So 21, goes on the anterior side of the leg. Just follow that up, and it's right next to the rectus femoris muscle, the vastus lateralis muscle. Vastus lateralis muscle is located on the left side of the knee, the left side of your knee. You're going to feel it there. The left side of your knee. Vastus lataris muscle. This is the vastus lataris muscle. 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 Number 22 is vastus intermedius muscle. Intermedius muscle is underneath the rectus femoris muscle, which is just above the knee. You take that off, the rectus femoris muscle, and there you'll find the vastus intermedius muscle. Take that off, that muscle off there on the anterior side, just above the kneecap. And you got the vastus intermedius muscle, the vastus intermedius muscle, the vastus intermedius muscle. It's this white thing there with the veins. Vastus intermedius muscle, vastus intermedius muscle. I'm going to put on the rectus femoris muscle again. And that will bring us to number 23, which is the vastus medialis muscle. It's on the front right side of your left leg, just by the kneecap there. This is the vastus medialis muscle, the vastus medialis muscle, vastus medialis muscle, vastus medialis muscle. Next we got Sartorius muscle. The Sartorius muscle is that kind of that long, thin muscle that runs up the femur on the right side of your left leg on the anterior side, the front there. Kind of crosses a little bit. This one right here, number 4, is a Sartorius muscle. The Sartorius muscle. This is the Sartorius muscle. Sartorius muscle. Sartorius muscle. Sartorius muscle. Iliopsoas muscle, number 25. Iliopsoas. The iliopsoas, number 25, is right below the Sartorius muscle. Take the Sartorius muscle off, and there's the Iliotibial muscle towards the top. Iliotibial muscle, Iliotibial muscle, Iliotibial muscle. This is the Iliotibial muscle, the Iliotibial muscle, the Iliotibial muscle. Next, we got the Adductor Longus muscle, number 26. Towards the right inner thigh, right there. Number 26 is right here. Adductor Longus muscle. That's the Adductor Longus muscle. Adductor Longus muscle. Adductor Longus muscle. Then we got number 27, the Gastrocnemius muscle, which runs along the inner side of your thigh, just kind of right in the middle. It's called the Gastrocnemius muscle, number 27. This is called the Gastrocnemius muscle, Gastrocnemius muscle, Gastrocnemius muscle, Gastrocnemius muscle, Gastrocnemius muscle, Gastrocnemius muscle. And then we got the Abductor Magnus muscle, number 28. And that runs below the Sartorius muscle, number 24. It's down towards the knee. You just take that muscle off on the left side of your left leg here, and towards the bottom of that muscle that you take off, number 28, the Adductor Magnus muscle. This is the Adductor Magnus muscle, Adductor Magnus muscle, Adductor Magnus muscle, Adductor Magnus muscle. Number 29, semimembranous muscle. 29. Number 29, got the semimembranous muscle, the semimembranous muscle, semimembranous muscle. This is the semimembranous muscle, the semimembranous muscle, the semimembranous muscle, and that is connected to the semitendinosus muscle, the semimembranous muscle. On the left side of your left leg there. Then we got the semitendinous muscle, which is on the posterior side of your leg. So if you run up the back side of your left leg, reaching around on the inner side there, you will feel of the femur, you will feel the semitendinosus muscle. This is a semitendinosus muscle, the semitendinosus muscle. This is the semitendinosus muscle, the semitendinosus muscle, the semitendinosus muscle. Long head of biceps femoris muscle, number 31. This is number 31. This is the long head of the biceps muscle. So if you reach around your left leg on the femur, on the posterior side, outside, long head, this is the long head of biceps femoris muscle, 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 long head of biceps femoris muscle. And then number 32 is short head of biceps femoris muscle. And that is located. Take off the semitendinosus muscle and the long head of the biceps femoris muscle. You can see the short head of the biceps femoris muscle, number 32, and that's towards the knee, the one at the bottom there, around on the left side of your knee. If you reach around, or of your left leg, you reach around to the left of your left leg. And that one is called the short head of biceps femoris muscle, 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 short head of biceps femoris muscle. Tibialis anterior muscle. Tibialis anterior muscle, number 33. This is the tibialis anterior muscle, tibialis anterior muscle, tibialis anterior muscle, tibialis anterior muscle. Just above the big toe tendons, the muscle up there. Anterior side of your leg right there, where my thumb is. You just run down the tibia, or the fibula, tibula. So I was right, fibula. So if you went up from your pinky, or your small toe, or your ring toe, if there was a ring toe, it would be just above that. This is the extensor digitorum longus muscle, the extensor digitorum longus muscle, the extensor digitorum longus muscle, extensor digitorum longus muscle. Has a little thing and it comes off, so we can look underneath it. It's one way to tell, and it's on the anterior side of the leg, the front part of the leg. Just on the fibula side. Fibula is the extensor digitorum longus muscle. Number 35, Peroneus longus muscle. Peroneus longus muscle. So if you were to go up from your pinky calf, you would feel that up towards the knee on the side there. And that is called of the left leg. If you went up from the left leg, from the pinky side of the heel and went up along the heel and felt that muscle that kind of sticks out there on the side, on the anterior side, that is called the Peroneus longus muscle. This is the Peroneus longus muscle, the Peroneus longus muscle, the Peroneus longus muscle, Peroneus longus muscle, Peroneus longus muscle, Peroneus brevis muscle, number 36. Towards the ankle, if you just went above the ankle on the left side of the left foot, you would feel the Peroneus. If you went up the ankle, left side of the left foot, it's a Peroneus brevis muscle. This is a Peroneus brevis muscle right next to that white line right there, just above it on the anterior side. Peroneus brevis muscle, Peroneus brevis muscle, Peroneus brevis muscle, Peroneus brevis muscle, Peroneus brevis muscle. Lateral head of the Gastrocnemius muscle. All right. If you go up the back of the ankle, feel that big calf muscle. We got the lateral head of the just up from the back of the ankle. There's two muscles there. And on the left side, lateral head of the gastrocnemius muscle. This is the lateral head of the gastrocnemius muscle. Lateral head of the gastrocnemius muscle. Lateral head of the gastrocnemius muscle. And over here is the medial head of the gastrocnemius muscle. This is the medial head of the gastrocnemius muscle. Medial head of the gastrocnemius muscle. The medial head of the gastrocnemius muscle. All right, if you were to take the lateral head of the gastrocnemius and the medial head of the gastrocnemius off, you would find the Soleus muscle, the back of the heel there, and it has a little white tendon that runs through it. This is the Soleus muscle, Soleus muscle, Soleus muscle. Tibialis posterior muscle, number 40. Soleus muscle, Soleus muscle, Soleus muscle. Then we got the tibialis posterior muscle, tibialis posterius muscle. If you were to run up the left side of your left leg up from the ankle and go up to that, there's a little muscle towards the kneecap. It looks like it kind of runs behind another muscle. It's called the tibialis posterior muscle. This is a tibialis posterior muscle, tibialis posterior muscle, tibialis posterior muscle. Then we got the popliteus muscle. Tibialis posterior muscle kind of runs behind that ankle with the vein, or the kneecap with the veins right there. That's the tibialis posterior muscle. Tibialis posterior muscle. We got the flexor digitorum muscle. Go from the ankle up where you took that other muscle off. It would be on the big toe side of the ankle up. You would see that there. It's one of the lower muscles there towards your foot. It's called the flexor digitorum longus muscle. Flexor digitorum longus muscle. Flexor digitorum longus muscle. Flexor digitorum longus muscle. That right there is the flexor digitorum brevis muscle. It's at the bottom there of your foot. That's the flexor digitorum brevis muscle. The flexor digitorum brevis muscle. 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 That's all I got.